Does anyone else feel like the people in charge, whether it be government, religion, anything like that, operate under the idea of the rules are for thee and not for me? I mean, you think about just investments and how government officials seem to be able to make tons of money on stock markets and get early in on decisions before certain companies go up or down in stocks. How they have this insight on everything else, how they have the best healthcare policies that they voted for themselves. They vote for themselves for raises all the time. But it applies into other areas of life too, like church. A lot of times when the man's speaking from the pulpit up front and he's telling you what wrong things you're doing, it doesn't count for him. And if he does happen to have something like this, then he comes under a certain extra sort of persecution, the devil's after him a little harder. And one prime example of this, some friends of ours were going to a church down in Florida. I believe it was in the Tampa area. Big church. Lots of people going there, thousands. And the head pastor there was going to go and get a divorce. Now, this was a church that was talking like marriage was sanctity. You can't step out of marriage. It's a precious gift. It's a bond, the three-stringed bond that was linked between you, your partner, and God. And this was unbreakable. Do everything to maintain this marriage. But he was getting a divorce. And not for any decent reason, but other than the fact that he already had a girlfriend. And he was tired of his wife that he currently was, and he wanted to be free and really spend time with his new girlfriend. And the people at the church knew this. So this friend of ours was part of the men's group, one of the bigger men's groups in there, and he was kind of he had influence in the church, so him and these other men went to the pastor's house one night to confront him about this. Hey, you're always preaching about the sanctity of marriage and how you shouldn't step out on your partner and do anything like this. And this guy, as they're sitting on his front stoop talking to him in his multi-million-dollar house, started expositing and telling all these things and why this was legit. And this friend of mine said by the time we left, all the men in the group were saying, "Praise be to our pastor, the greatest pastor around," and just let him go on with this because he had such charisma and convinced them that this was the right decision for them, that the rules didn't apply to him. And this goes on all too often. Too many times we hold these people up and elevate them and put them on a pedestal. I think about now is the time to start kicking that pedestal out and watching them fall down like Humpty Dumpty.